Yo, this is. Alright, yo, this is the drunken leprechaun demon slash skybomb. I haven't been on this channel for a long while for streaming, and I change it into my reaction to fucking dumb shit, trying to put some common sense back to the world. Fuck. I did a video of this and Steve fucking 2 hours. I said, okay, maybe I can break it up. Maybe have two stream. I wasn't even going to stream this on this channel, but those.
Is a great line in the sand. If you are under 18, you are a child.
Your scenario earlier was if a 16 and a 21-year-old, if both parties were consent, if the father was okay with it, the mother was okay with it, why not? Tell me a
And yeah, but it's still a literally child.
reason why that's wrong. Because you're
one
getting
is a child, one is not a child. That's the point.
Do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents...
That can be fucking two fucking different things. Two fucking different things. Both of them can fuck up people, but one is basically an older man taking a older man or older woman taking advantage of somebody, and the other one we have seen some people, not all, not even close all, people who didn't regret it, but some of them had this change maybe adult, so
are okay with it, and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familiar decision to make, yeah.
Okay, so a child can cut their penis off and take hormone blockers and change their biology forever.
this dude is a fucking idiot. He literally Bill White talk about what happened. She still got her dick, and you don't cut your dick off. And this kind of make me just you split it in half and you kind of make it into a vagina.
Forever, but they can't get married. You know, I met somebody that that knows.
This dude think he's smart, but he is a fucking idiot. And I don't know about him. And when I did the video, I said, "Is that a claw machine?" That I want a claw machine in my studio. When I can have a fucking studio, and I'm gonna have it. The stuffed animal from fucking Hasbin Hotel, and it basically all gonna be the radio demon. Besides one.
Was you when I went to do the Jinxie podcast?
And probably Pokemon stuff.
Oh yeah, at Jinxie's place?
Nah, Panera Bread. Panera Bread. Luckily, I mean, I'm not saying this to like be a dick, but he was like, "Yo, I'm a fan of you." Like, it was like he had like some cancer thing outside Panera Bread, and he's like, Moist Critical didn't donate anything. Maybe he was just trying to get a sale, and then when he
Somebody is a fan of him. I don't know. Yeah, of him. I think he got like a couple million. So
said that, I'm like, yeah, bro, clips not mags, and then I gave him $100.
Nice. That's a sweet tip.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't a scam.
I doubt it. I'm pretty trusting of people, especially like out at places. I just don't think people have a reason to lie.
I got like a little tickle in my throat. You can tell if people don't lie, if it literally don't give a fuck what we say. If they don't give a fuck what we say, I really doubt it lies.
This is the most scuffed setup I've had in a long time. It's whatever, bro. I'll just do it like this.
Hey, I was complaining how it was little shitty. Hey, at least he tried. So I'm giving him that benefit of the doubt. At least he tried to make it look better. Okay, I need fucking some booze to get through this
All
crap.
right. Okay, so what's going on? We've been everything's good. Sounds good. How you been?
I got some.
Alright, man. How are things going on your end?
Things are going.
I got some like hot lemonade. I've been trying to slow down on drinking. Stop for like a month and a half. Actually, kind of wish I stay stopped, but with all this fucking crap going on in the world, we need the drunken leprechaun. Or the drunken leprechaun. D-man.
Okay, every time I talk to you, I'm in some random country. Last time I was in Japan. I was standing outside of a club, actually, in Japan, and then I think you texted me, and I left the club, and I was just standing on the street underneath, like, some cherry blossom flowers at, like, 3 a.m., and now I'm in Turkey.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty serene landscape, actually.
Oh, hey. I want to go to a cherry tree because 2020 Chopper. My boy! The raccoon dog. If as you watch One Piece, you get pissed when you call him a raccoon dog.
Actually, that was very cinematic.
It was the nice flowers, and I think people had this idea that I was an angry person, or maybe that's how you painted me. And then seeing me like walk around like with the nice flowers, like, oh, okay, this guy's he's not that red pill rage.
Hey, man, I don't try and paint you as aggressive.
I don't think he is like an angry man, but I do think he is a fucking I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. A dumb fuck.
Aggressive or anything, but your clips, you go ballistic.
Because, man,
That's most people's impression.
I'm all clips, not mags, but things do get clipped out of context, you know. It's funny because people say, like, this is the biggest YouTube beef is us, and I haven't been on YouTube for the whole beef.
Oh, I was thinking, what the fuck beef? It's been a while since I saw it. So he is the dude say, look at my clip, look at my... Oh, he say, look at my clips, and he say, look at my clip and have a meg. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's true.
For the whole
But
time.
like even outside of YouTube, you still have a massive platform. So like it's more internet beef, I suppose.
Okay, what the fuck is that? I don't know if we can see what I'm pointing at with the mouse. What the fuck is that? They're bugging the living crap out of me.
That people mean to say.
Yeah, I know. Just some of that stuff bothers me. Like when Jinxie's like, "This is the biggest YouTube beef." It's like I haven't been on YouTube for the whole time. It is frustrating not being on platforms. Since then, I've lost more.
Okay,
like, I'm in Turkey. People are like, "What's your Instagram?" And like, I have to explain, like, "Oh, the Zionists banned me. They called me dangerous. This stuff. I'm not allowed on these platforms." And then I have to imagine explaining to a Turkish guy what Rumble is.
I disagree with him. I think he is dangerous. I don't think he is angry, but I do think he is dangerous. All these red fucking pills do, yeah, it is, because what they are saying. Same with, like, the extreme left people. You can be nice, but still be dangerous.
I mean, you just explain it's a streaming platform. I feel like that most people know what that is.
They're like, "What's your YouTube?" And they're like searching it up, or kids, and I have to like they have to download the app, and then they try to watch my video, and they gotta sign in. But it's I do
I had to get drunk to try to listen to these dumb fucks. I had to listen to fucking Comma, and I wish I had some booze when I listened to that. Not Comma, not Comma, AOC. Nah, fuck. And then Comma fucking more funny, yo, than AOC. I can actually listen to,
do like the challenge, but yeah. So let's talk about what we came to talk about.
Yeah, man. So, with all of what's going on here, why are you so insistent on like the age of consent being like unreasonable, or at least that's the impression I and most people.
how about unreasonable? Usually, 18-year-old getting out of high school. Fuck. I know, fuck, I was a dumbass when I was in high school. Sometimes I still say I'm a fucking dumbass. But I have dated a girl who was 19, actually was 19, and got held back 2 years. And I didn't, I thought when she would say talking about school, I thought she was actually talking about college because I think it was like 7 years different. And yeah, she was talking about high school. I said, oh fuck. It was dating like maybe 4 months, and I find out like in half of it. I said, oh whatever. She legal. She 19. But even that, I kind of regret it because with a lot of, she act like a fucking child. So now I'm not dating a girl who is 19 or 18, probably not even 20. At least it should be able to drink. That's what I think.
Will gather from the way you speak about it.
That's a valid.
The hell is bullshit is that? But the claw machine. But and these red pills say, oh, women with um women fall of like the age of 35 it look ugly. I say, fuck, some of 50-year-olds look fucking fine as shit. Fuck. I know some fucking 50-year-olds still can get this dick.
Question, and I want to first ask, like, what's your issue with my opinion on the age of consent, age of marriage?
Because I feel like age of consent should just be an accepted number, and I think the accepted one is 18. Like,
Okay, I agree with that. Look,
regardless of where you talk about in the world, I feel like once you start talking about someone under 18, you're basically just talking like a predator. Like, I feel like 18 is.
okay, I don't watch him. I like him. He talk about fucking common sense. Fuck. One thing about me, you can fucking me fucking love your channel and fucking love you as a person. If we talk about fucking common sense, if we have fucking common sense.
It's a pretty well established number for most sensible people. At 18, you're going to college, you're living your own life now, you're outside of your family nest. anything under that, you're still a kid.
Yes.
You know, it's not 18 in most of the United States where we both live, right?
Yeah, but that refers to like Romeo and Juliet.
Mm, no, in my state, with the parent permission, you can be 17, and I fucking find that fucked up. Like, in high school, I had a friend who was dating a man, I think, was close to his 30. I'm in my 30s, so it's been a while. And she was 17. I said, what the fuck?
That laws where if you're like 19 and with a 16-year-old, it's not technically illegal, but you're not a 19-year-old, right? So why would you be arguing for like a 16?
Well, first off, I'm not arguing to lower the age of consent. I don't believe in the age of consent. We can get there. I want to establish some terms first.
What the fuck? I thought he just wanted to lower the fucking consent. He talking about getting rid of it? So, oh, this dude is a fucking idiot. One old fucking level, what we had to fucking say about fucking pedos on YouTube. I can't believe people fucking who is that calculation is, I think, with P3. Oh, fucking love this fucker because he wanted to get rid of fucking that, or he don't believe in that. Basically, he think it sound like he's think okay for a child. I mean, literally a kid, not a teenager, a kid. Fucking do oh fuck. Oh fuck. This fucking dumb fuck.
Okay.
But
fucking FBI need to go on his fucking PC, see what the fuck he have.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even just with Romeo and Juliet laws. There's a lot of states where it's 16 regardless of Romeo and Juliet. And then you go to Europe, most
Well, in my state it's 17.
countries are 16. Japan, I think they just changed it. It was like 13 or 14, and now it's 16. Brazil, it's...
Yeah, around the world. I think I said it in a video. I'm not going to upload because I'm actually reacting to this now. The whole world should be like 18. Because down to it, maybe 13. They fucking catch the dude with my car in the 70s show. I think I got out of high school and he was on freaking talking about a little 3-year-old thought it was okay for people to do shit to her and she think it like a game. What the fuck? Yeah, FBI need to check his fucking PC.
It's 14. I saw that from a Nelk Boys video. They were joking around about how they should, like, when in Rome, they're in Brazil, so they might as well sleep with a 14-year-old. Right? Or across the world, 18. I want to see, like, why...
This dude is a fucking idiot. Fucking, but I know he's not wrong about what he's saying, but oh god damn, the war is just fucked up. Make me don't want to fucking go to. Well, I can, but yeah, I'm not gonna fucking test a fucking kid.
Why do you think 18
I would not even fucking think of fucking doing that.
is the age of consent?
because that right now is the one that makes the most sense. I guess to piggyback off what you're saying, so if you're traveling right now, if you go to Europe, are you going to be comfortable like hooking up with a 16-year-old? Like just because it's legal there, would that make you feel comfortable?
No, I don't hook up anymore.
I'm not saying that you do, but I'm saying if you were, single and looking for someone, would you feel comfortable with it being a 16-year-old if it's in Europe versus US?
I wouldn't do that. Like, I would not have sex before. I think sex, like, out of wedlock altogether is something that we should not encourage anymore. And having the age of consent, having...
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on him. I think he fucking...
That idea encourages people to have premarital sex, right? Just
I
that
don't
term,
think
age of
believes
consent, means you're consenting to something that we shouldn't be doing. So no, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that.
Okay, so then instead of let's take it away from like premarital sex, would you feel comfortable marrying a 16-year-old? Like, would you meet a 16-year-old with romantic intent if you're in Europe, and maybe marry a 16-year-old?
I
Nothing
wouldn't.
sexual.
I probably wouldn't personally, because I don't think that I'd be on the same mental playing field. I like to have intellectual conversations. I like to be with women that are around my same age, because then I can have conversations. I like to relate to them. I think there'd be too much of a gap. But other people, like, if they're able to
I don't think he is actually thinking, oh, I don't think he's telling us the truth. But what he's saying, that mostly me. I like goes to around my fucking age. Or maybe, well, I'm gonna be maybe 6 years, don't know. Most of all my exes was older than me by a couple years or shit tons.
get along, then I don't see why that's so much of a problem.
But why don't you see that as a problem? So for you, you're recognizing like this person's much younger than me. It is a kid. Like you are talking to.
Okay, so let's define these terms. Let's
in high school.
before we even get into let's define these terms before we even get into this conversation. What is a child?
I would use the age of consent. Under 18 would be a kid in my eyes.
So a 17-year-old who's 364 days, that's a kid?
Yes.
Yep. I'm gonna use very hard set terms. If it is under 18, even if it's 17 364, that's still a kid.
That's a kid. Okay, now
I think it's important to have these.
Oh, I know what the hell that fucking white shit is. But, like, earbuds. He's probably hooking it up so he can hear what he's... well, okay, listen, I should do that. To make sure. So, he's better than I am.
Hard lines in the sand where it doesn't have this kind of wiggle room.
Okay, why does that define kid?
As I said earlier, at 18, at that point, you're going out of high school, you're going to college, you're living on your own, you're no longer, a child under your parents' roof, for the most part, extenuating circumstances, of course, but at that age, you are starting to become independent. You are no longer just in your parents.
He keep going how he not changing what he's saying or anything like that. So he doing good. I don't think this is the first one he talk like debate or whatever.
Parents' household, a kid.
And I don't know if you ain't seen the mouse. I don't know who the fuck this is. I don't watch him, and because of Tree, I know who the fuck this is.
You are now going off into the world on your own.
You do admit that varies for most people, right? A lot of people don't move out of their parents' homes until they're 25, 26, 27.
He literally just said in some cases, yes. But still. I mean, fuck. Is this dude even paying attention? Fuck. I'm fucking drinking. And I'm still fucking paying attention. What the fuck?
A lot of people
Yeah,
don't.
there's nothing wrong with that.
A lot of
I'm
people
saying,
graduate
on the
high
whole,
school 16. A lot of people graduate high school 20. It's a huge variable. So to set that in stone is that this is when you're.
Okay. He already said in some cases that with some cases, will people going to college, remember, y'all know, like Sheldon and young Sheldon.
You're a kid and this is you're an adult. That doesn't apply to most people. So why would you define a kid and an adult if it doesn't apply to most people?
because it needs to be defined. Otherwise, you can get into this really gray area where you, like a lot of the things you say, can be misconstrued as you wanting to have sex with a 15, 16-year-old.
Who construed that?
Because down to it, even if, like, take joking, but always a hint of truth in jokes. And but even if we're trying to kind of go in, like, gray area for what you talking, but always a hint of truth what you saying. Always. He can say, "Oh, I'm talking in like the gray area and all bullshit."
A lot of people, because I mean,
I don't
in
think
your
anybody
clips
thinks
that
that.
I played in the video, you were
There's no
saying like the age of maturity, the age of development, and then you use 16 and 17 in that clip.
So
like, for the age of marriage.
Fuck. I fucking don't. I'm in my 30s. I don't think I'm mature. Fuck no. I make fucking on my main channel. I make an appropriate joke. Fuck, I make joke about me having a micro penis. And yes, I just said with a hint of truth compared to fucking porn, fucking dick. I see fuck. And mostly, if we're asking, lesbian and straight. But fuck, way bigger than mine, so I feel like I have a micro penis.
The definition of an adult is 18.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fine establishment right there. Anything under 18 would classify as a kid. I think that's important.
Okay, but you're getting that from what? From personal experience, from the government, from the law? Because that's legally in America, that's when you become an adult, correct?
Yeah, legally.
So you're following the government's definition of an adult.
I think there needs to be a definition, and that one's been around for a long time, and I think that's the one most people accept as the closest to, like, yeah, this is when you become an adult.
It actually hasn't, right? 200 years ago in the 1800s in America, the age of marriage...
Yeah, we can't live like that. We're so much more advanced than that. Why would we play by those rules? Because at that point, are you going to...
Fuck, if we... I don't know what he gonna say, but if he gonna keep talking like... relevant to today, fuck. I think we wasn't no crime fucking like animals, so fucking a lot of fucking shit and fucking I don't even have to say some of the shit. It was okay. So talking about was okay in the past and is not okay now. Say, oh, well, what happened in the past? Yeah, we evolve. What the fuck?
Start arguing that we should be able to start wedding 12-year-olds? Like, is 12 too young?
That's not the point. I'm saying, you're saying that the U.S. defined adult as...
That is the point. What the fuck? Goddamn, I'll be back. I can blow my nose. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Uh,
18. Well, I'm saying 200 years ago, the age of marriage in America was 10, and the UK was 7. Right? So if the government decides to change it, you're saying it's 18. If the government, maybe, if Kamala Harris gets elected, the new legal age of an adult is 25. And there could be reasons to say that. They graduated college, they don't leave the house until this age. Their brains don't develop until they're 25. Your frontal cortex is not fully developed until you're 25 years old. A lot of people aren't making serious money. They're not able to live independently. A lot of things that you could use to classify an adult don't happen for the new age American until 25 years old. So if Kamala Harris raised it to 25, would you then say that that's the new age? Would you agree with that?
I think that'd be totally understandable. Like,
Right.
I think
So
that's
does
fine.
that, so then does that make? So then does that make?
well, but a lot of fucking idiot out there, so, and some was in the 50s. No, down to it, I think we should stay as 18.
Like anybody who sleeps with an under 25-year-old, does that now make them a pedophile?
No, I don't think necessarily that makes them a retroactive pedophile.
So then what's a pedophile?
But it's an accepted definition of 18 for a long.
Anyone go after somebody who is under the age of 18?
Long time is
Not for that long.
upon.
Not for that long, and not through most states, and not through most countries across the world.
Do you see why this is like a weird take to have though? Like what? I don't think you're coming at this from a place of you wanting to fuck a 15.
Okay, if any red pill watching this, please pick your fucking fights. What the fuck? I mean, fuck. This shouldn't be a fucking hill you want to die on. I'm just making. I don't like the red pills, but damn, you guys have to pick your fucking fights.
15-year-old, are you? Like, to go back to that question, is 12 too young? Do you think 12 is too young?
I think 12 is too young for me. Yes.
Well, for you, do you think 12 is too young?
Yes, obvious 12 is too young. But he already say this dude. I don't think he gonna keep on what he fucking saying, like the dude with the long hair. He always say fucking he like goes around his age. But let's find out. Maybe he will stick to what he fucking say.
In general, I feel like that should be an easy answer.
12 is too young in general, correct? Because,
Okay.
yes.
And I don't think
I want to
from
define,
that angle.
but what you're saying, your definition of adult is not even the actual definition. Do you know what the definition of child is? Like anybody watching this can Google it. You can Google it too. The definition of child is somebody who has not reached puberty yet. That's the definition.
Yeah, and then you get into like the abeebophile or whatever, as opposed to pedophile, and those are all.
I don't know. I have no idea what those terms are. I don't know what that is, but I'm saying that's the actual definition. When somebody reaches maturity, it's based off of biological and physical maturity.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it varies for everybody. Adulthood is not something that you can set in stone because it's different for the entire world. I moved out when I was 14. A lot of people don't move out until they're 25. I went through puberty when I was 17. A lot of people went through puberty when they were 13, 14, 15. It changes for everybody. So for you to say that this is the set in stone age.
If that true, that make a fucking shit tons of sense. That make fucking shit tons of sense. I mean, I fucking hit puberty when I was 12. But also, when I just start working out, I could have picked up 300 pounds, so my just genetic is fucked up.
Age. and say you're a pedophile if it's under 18, and then if you're over 18, you're fine. Well, then that's a weird line that doesn't make sense. So you're going to say this person is a terrible person if they're 17 years old, 364 days, and right after that they're good to go. Well, it changes for everybody. So we have to have something, a definition. We have to be realistic with everybody. Well, we don't. But you're saying we, but that's not even the case in the country we live in.
Why argue against it? If you don't want the age of consent to be lowered, why are you making arguments that the same people who do make? Right now what you're saying is kind of what NAMBLA used to say, if you're familiar with NAMBLA.
I have no idea what this is.
NAMBLA was the North American Man-Boy Love.
I don't even know what that fucking is.
Association. They
right,
were
because these people don't want they want to have sex to take advantage, and they don't abide by the rules of marriage. They don't have any sort of morality. They just want to have. I'm arguing for this because I believe in marriage. Sex should only be within.
Well, the red pill won't make slave out of their women, so I don't even want fucking no more marriage.
Wedlock. That's why I'm talking about this.
So then why, if you're arguing, we can take sex out of it. Why, when you're arguing for marriage, do you want it to drop? Like, okay, 16.
When did I say? Just because I don't believe in the age of consent does not mean that I want it to drop. Like, see, that's where like the internet can go apply that. Just because I'm saying.
Well, no,
because you're.
No, I understand what the fuck you're saying, dude. You don't want it to exist. That's why you gonna fucking die on this fucking hill.
Saying the definition of an adult is 18. I'm saying that's an arbitrary number, and that makes no sense. We should encourage marriage when people reach maturity. That makes much more logical sense.
That's even more vague, though. Like, but also you directly.
It's vague because it's different for everybody.
Well, I was like fucking like 10, and people say I was more mature than some adults. Did it mean we're okay for fucking grown ass women to try to fuck me? No. I was a child. And no one actually tried because back then there was more people who don't want to fucking do that crap to kids. Now we got fucking red pills.
When someone can legally drive, they should be able to legally marry. You did say that to me.
Right. When somebody is legally ready to drive, the same thing. I think adults should drive cars. That's why I told you that.
So you can get a permit as the age of 14 and get a license at 16. So the fuck.
Yeah, but 15 and 16-year-olds can drive cars. You said when someone can legally drive
across the world, 15 and 16-year-olds.
And in some, I think in some situation, kids can drive legally, like trackers and all that shit, at the age of 12.
Year-olds can have sex too. I think that people should not operate. But see, you keep thinking that I'm saying this because I want the age to be lowered. That's not what I'm talking about at all.
That's what it comes across as, though. When you
maybe with the internet brain, because people in the West, they want to have sex all the time, and they have a different sort of mindset, right?
Okay, I am somebody who have a high fucking sex drive, but I unlike this fucker, I'm not gonna fucking try to do shit with fucking a kid. Fuck. I had experience with like a 19-year-old. I already said it before, and I don't think I want to date a 19-year-old again. I'm pretty sure I don't want.
Right here in the Middle East, I'm in the Middle East right now. They want to get married and then have sex. So people, just because I'm saying this does not mean automatically lower. No. That's not the case at all. I want to ask you then, because you're insinuating.
Well, I'm constantly on the internet, usually watching stuff, doing a stream on my main account. Um, watching YouTube. You're not actually listen to it at work, and yeah, I got fucking what you say online brain, and I know what he fucking want. He don't believe in it, so he don't think it should exist.
Waiting that it sounds creepy and that I sound like a pedophile. What's the definition of pedophile?
It is an adult who is attracted to children.
Yeah, it comes from the Greek word pedo means child and phile means love. So somebody who loves a child.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
An adult who is attracted to a child.
To a child, somebody who has not reached physical maturity.
Yes.
That's the definition
And
of
then-
child. Somebody who hasn't
Right.
reached physical maturity. It has nothing to do with 18. The definition of the word talks about physical maturity, not the U.S. government definition that you're basing.
Well, I think in some country you can fuck ammo. You want that come to the U.S.? No. Fuck, I can go on a fucking saying what some country is allow. Well, I think with China have fucking used panty machines, like fucking like pop machines. You want that come to the no? Fuck, that's disgusting as shit, motherfucker.
It off of.
But there needs to be an agreed upon place. Otherwise, you get into this area. Again, you said when you can legally drive, you should be able to legally marry.
Right.
We don't have to talk about sex. Do you think it's okay to be marrying a 15 or 16-year-old? Probably not, right? I would imagine probably not.
It depends. So this is where the age of consent becomes arbitrary. I don't even believe like that. Consent is a weird thing to even speak about, but it should be the father, right? If I want to marry a girl, I shouldn't even just get consent from her. I should get consent from her parents. She should want to say yes. Her parents should want to.
Some parents are not good. Fuck. I'm not even gonna go into what one of my ex coworkers told me he fucking seen. That is fucked up. And he got it at a fucking store. I think in my fucking state. Fuck.
Say yes. That's consent from the family, and then you get married. That's the.
Basically, the parent consent to the, I think, 11-year-old to do something, and oh, fuck, we get fucking people selling fucking kids. Not all fucking parents good.
Islamic way. That's the only way that makes sense. This American way of this girl wants to have sex now, she gave consent, and then you get all these false allegations like, oh, she was drunk, oh, she took it back.
That's why you need fucking recording for consent proof. And make sure you fucking have ID. And fuck. Again, fucking parents can be fucking shit. They want the girl or dude to consent to that shit. They don't fucking shouldn't have fucking. I shouldn't have to go to a grown ass woman. Parents say, "Hey, can I fuck your daughter?" No, that how the that. Oh. And you shouldn't be fucking going to no fucking way fucking parents say, oh yeah, my kid is 15. Yeah, go ahead, fuck her. No. Most same fucking adult fucking parent gonna tell you, go fuck yourself. And a lot of saying dads will do more than say shit.
Oh, she retracted consent. All this stuff, like there's not even a specific way that we can define consent. What is consent? Some people say it's yes. Some people say it's like nonverbal communication. Some people say that it doesn't count because she was.
If any woman's listen to this, and guys, it is okay to say no, oh yes. I mean, fuck. And fucking make sure if you have proof, the person say yes. And don't fuck people fucking living drunk. What the fuck is wrong with you? Me, I don't do that because I don't even get puke on me. What the fuck? I got fucking one of my ex. She actually she black and fucking it was at a Mexican restaurant. She have a fish bowl, a big ass fucking cup, and yeah, she drank half of it and was going on and saying, fuck no, I'm Mexican, and both her parents was black. Oh, I think she said her calculation fucking because she can drink the drink. I said drink half of it and puke on me. Fuck. That pissed me the fuck off. I took a shower, and I went back to her place, make sure she okay, and we slept in the bed. They don't have no. I think she woke up with a hangover.
Was under the influence, or she was intimidated. Even this is an arbitrary, is a weird way to define when you're allowed to be in a relationship with somebody.
You're kind of talking around it, though. Those are all very different things. Like I said, we don't have to be talking about sex. I was talking about marriage. The question was, do you think, and you said when you are legally able to drive, you should be able to legally marry. Do you think it is okay for an adult to legally marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
Okay, well, by my logic, if the man is physically mature, if he's went through puberty and he's mentally ready, at the age of 16, he's an adult. If he wants to get married to another girl who becomes a woman.
I just said an adult. Is it okay for an adult?
Right, and I established, but we haven't even established exactly.
You jump in. You don't want to answer the question. You jumping through all this fucking bullshit. Just answer the fucking question, motherfucker.
What an adult. So if somebody goes through puberty and they're physically ready, they're biologically ready, they're an adult. So the two 16-year-olds can be considered adults by my logic.
We're not talking about two.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about an adult.
That is an adult.
Arguing it,
what I'm saying is that so then
that what you think is an adult don't mean that it is a adult. Adult is, and I think in most country, people who is 18 is an adult. Even I think in China, the consent is what he say, 13, but it still count as a 18-year-old as a adult.
What is an adult now?
Okay. We'll use your age. Someone who is 25. Is it okay for someone who is in their 20s to marry a 15 or 16-year-old? And let me explain, when you're doing your arguments, it's coming from an adult. I've never heard you say, like, two teenagers should be able to marry. Like, I haven't heard that with these takes. I'm talking about someone in your position.
Okay, I want to know what is in his claw machine. I sorry, that just get me out of fucking track. I want to know what is in them claw machine. And I finally finished one of my fucking mics. I got fucking 12 of them.
in the 20s, is it okay for you to marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
But teenager, even bringing up this term that has nothing to do with child and adult. So there's two phases. You're a child, and then you physically mature.
Answer the fucking question. Yes, dude. Okay, fuck. They're making me pissed. He making me pissed. Just say yes or no. Answer the fucking question. Stop fucking yes or no. He literally say somebody in their 20. And
I don't know why you can't just
your
answer
body
that
become.
directly.
I'm saying the difference between a child and adult is when you're physically and when you're biologically, when you're mentally ready to have kids. That's
fuck. I always want a big family. I always want to be a dad. Ever since I was a kid. Was I ready to have a kid when I was a kid? No. Fuck. Some people, I don't even think I'm ready in my 30s to have kids. But fuck. Some people not even fucking ready to have kids. And, well, I already just said. I'm talking about me, but in the 30s.
the difference. The teenager is not even. So you added another term in this. It goes child and then adult. You mature and then you're physically ready.
Well, I didn't add it. You brought in.
They call it a teenager because their age have teen in it. I think we're like 13 to 19. That's why we call it a teenager. I wish I got some fucking jack. I need to get fucking really fucking drunk to finishing this crap. I'm open on another one. Fuck, I'm living up to my fucking name, the Drunken Leprechaun. I'm Irish, and I make jokes about all the Irish is leprechaun. And how much I can drink and still wake up fucking fine. And how much I can drink without alcohol poison. I'm a fucking demon.
Two 16-year-olds. We were talking about an adult and a 15 or 16-year-old. I was not the one that brought this into the equation.
Right. If it's illegal,
So,
if it's illegal, because we believe in Islam, we believe that we should obey the law of the land. If that's illegal,
Okay.
if that's not permissible, then we don't do it. We don't break the law.
But we're not, I'm talking about your personal beliefs. Do you think
And I think, well, alarm is law that also toss gay people off buildings. So that fucked up, my dude.
you think someone in their 20s should be able to marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
To someone in their 20s should. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it. I don't know many people who would do it. The maturity for people and the teenagers in the West is getting much worse. But there are.
We're talking globally. Let's just talk globally. Like, do you think it is okay for? And I'm not talking about just you specifically anymore. Anyone. Do you think it's okay for anyone in their 20s, an adult, to marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
A 21-year-old, if there was a marriage where the father consented and the daughter consented, and it was both good on both families and they wanted to do it, why am I going to get involved? Why should we get the government involved?
Well,
Why would I tell them if everybody's consenting, if everybody's okay with it, if the parents are okay with it, if nobody's being harmed, and then you're physically ready?
Well, I didn't add it.
In Islam, we believe that we should obey the law of the land.
Do you think of
Okay, so
15
now
or
it's
16
there are.
We're talking globally. Let's just talk globally. Like, do you think it is okay for? And I'm not talking about just you specifically anymore. Anyone. Do you think it's okay for anyone in their 20s, an adult, to marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
a 21-year-old, if there was a marriage where the father consented and the daughter consented, and it was both good on both families and they wanted to do it, why am I going to get involved? Why should we get the government involved?
Well,
Why would I tell them if everybody's consenting, if everybody's okay with it, if the parents are okay with it, if nobody's being harmed, if it's going to be okay, if they're both abiding by the rules and they're not hurting each other, why not?
But they're still, like, they're at best a soft.
Well, we should. I want to put a stipulation on fucking will a dog can't. You have to be out of high school. I dealt with that fucking with my ex who was 19 and I was dating her. Yeah, that fucking was it.
More in high school, they can't consent to something like that. Like, do you think a
Okay, so now it's
16-year-old can
sophomore in
consent
high
to something
school
like that?
versus senior in high school. What's the difference? Like, what's the difference
I'm just saying,
maturity-wise?
like, I'm giving you a perspective on where that age would be in life. Like, they can't consent to something like that. Or do you think
That's
differently,
probably
I guess?
you're bringing up an outlier.
They can't buy alcohol or cigarettes. Well, when I was 18, I couldn't. Well, I can buy a cigarette, but I can't buy alcohol. But okay, then just go with cigarette. When it was age of 18, I think we're 21 now. If they can't buy that, they're not old enough to consent to have a dick in them. Or their dick is in grown ass women.
Probably not going to happen as much. I'm saying that these are arbitrary reasons to say, like, a sophomore versus a senior in high school. How much different were you really maturity wise? It wasn't that much of a difference. The reason that you keep saying 18.
Well, going down this path, you will fucking get real. Oh, what is the difference from a 8-year-old and a 13-year-old? What the fuck? Fuck. I've even fucking sees a lot of different in fucking age, like 17 to 18. It can fucking change. Fuck. I don't think I stopped growing till I was 23. Like, when I got out of high school, I was like 5'7". Then now I'm 5'8.5" to 5'10". I don't know.
Is because in California, where they post Hollywood movies, it's 18. And so everybody across the world, this is the standard that we believe in. This is the correct age, exactly on the dot. And if it's anything under that, are you going to say here that if a 21-year-old got married to a 17-year-old who was almost 18, is that 21-year-old a pedophile?
Yes.
I would say that is a morally bad thing to do for sure.
Not morally bad. Not morally bad. Is that?
I wouldn't call them a pedophile.
So when is?
You hear me? I said it right fucking right away. Yes. Because in my eye, they're still a child.
So when does somebody become a pedophile?
I would say when you have this position, you are.
You're not answering the question.
You are. I'm explaining it.
Okay.
When you are in your 20s and you start preying upon someone who is still a child, a 15, 16, 14, anything under 18, a 21 and a 17-year-old.
But you still haven't specifically defined what a child is.
He would fucking lose his mind if I was there.
I did.
So then why? Okay, there you go. So if pedophile is love.
And I forgot to say, he already did. He called anyone who under the age of 18 a child.
Of children, and your definition of adult starts at 18. If the 21-year-old marries a 17-year-old who's turning 18 tomorrow, he is a pedophile based off your definition.
Yes.
As I said, if he would wait, he would not be. Then yeah,
Well, not wait. Based off your
play ball with
definition, that person's
in that
so-
position. There is no reason to not wait for the legally established, agreed upon definition of when you stop being a child.
Okay, so now we get into the question of whether the pedophile thing, is that a moral answer or a legal answer? Because it seems like morally, it's pretty much, okay, it's almost there. That morally, that's not...
Legal and immoral, both of them.
Not a pedophile. Legally it is, but those are two different things.
But they don't need to be.
Yes,
They can coexist. You recognize that, right?
No.
Like,
Then that's when you muddy up morality with the law. Now you're allowing the government to determine morality, and that's where things get muddied up, because if they changed it with like they did before, like 200 years ago in the 1800s when it was age of 10, that was fine. Legally back then, they were not a pedophile. Today, legally, they are a pedophile. There's no consistency there.
But
You
we
can't
had-
allow
there
the
is- we-
you
we
can't
have
allow the
grown.
government to determine morality because it changes all the...
He keep using what fucking shit in the past. This dude is a fucking idiot.
time. Tomorrow, if the U.S. government legalized bestiality, if the government legalized incest, based off your logic, there'd be no reason why that's wrong. Can I ask you, Moise, do you think that incest is wrong?
I think he is part of fucking. I think his parent is fucking siblings, or at least cousins.
Yes.
Why is incest wrong?
There is under no circumstances any excuse for anyone of the same bloodline to be romantic like that. By no means at all.
Why?
I really
Because we're gonna end up with deformed kids.
think it should be pretty obvious why.
I don't know why. I'm asking you.
Even I know where you're going with this because I've heard this argument from another streamer before about like the ethics of incest. If they don't have a kid and thus don't pass down like bad genes that lead to a bad child. I've heard this before.
But so I want to hear your answer, because are we going with legal or are we going to follow some sort of morality,
It is
some
both.
sort of consistent morality? Why is incest wrong?
Incest is wrong because I believe that no family dynamic should ever include.
If you're not gonna have kids, it still is wrong because most of the time you grow up with your sibling, and I think with couple story here, will two people fall in love, find out it is siblings. That's just one. I don't know if it's real, but somebody gave whole kid up for adoption, and how much years later she ended up marrying her son and having kids. That just fucked up. That just how you think that okay? I want to fucking puke now.
A sexual relation.
Why?
I don't think that because it is not healthy. It is a bad thing to do. It
Why-
is
are
a
you going-
horrible thing to subject someone to.
But why is it horrible? Because who told you that?
It's what I believe. And also, if you do have a child with your own kin, the child suffers.
Okay, but say it's two brothers, two gay brothers, Chris Tyson and other Chris Tyson and Chris. If they're two brothers and they decide to be in a no, genuine question. It's what you believe in. I want to figure out where your beliefs come from. You personally believe that.
My beliefs come from a place of what I.
They're fucking disgusting. That is my fucking belief. And what the fuck going on with my phone? And just fucking kick.
Believe to be moral, where I don't believe that anyone in the same family has any position to be romantic with one another. I don't think
So
that's a
your
healthy
morality
dynamic.
comes from yourself?
My morality comes from like the world around me. I don't have.
Okay, so
brothers or
if
sisters
the
or anything
morality
like
comes
that.
from the
My morality come from common sense, you dumb fuck.
world around you, then by your logic, if you lived in America in the 1800s where the age of 10 was okay, and where the age of 7 was okay in England just 200 years ago, if you followed the world around you, that would be okay. That was fine.
And it's not now because we've evolved past then. Like,
Right.
we are significantly further along to recognize this was a bad thing.
That's why I said like how long ago, it fucking not okay because we evolve. Like fucking, we can use that. We can, if you want to talk about back then, we can talk fucking about in the United States and England. They had, I think, in French, fucking through the whole fucking war, slaves. They figured out that was fucked up, so we outlaw that, and we don't do it because we evolve, realize that fucked up. But some countries still fucking have that. Sorry, my phone keep fucking.
People
off.
evolve. Like, people, like, here, we'll go even stupider with this.
So your morality,
Like,
so your
we're
morality is ever changing. It changes with
Yes,
people.
morality is changing. Like, you are not born and then stay the same the entire time. As you take in more information,
Okay.
as you grow, so does your understanding
Okay,
of the world.
so-
That's how it
so
should
let's-
be.
let's see where this
Opinions
goes.
change,
Let's see where this-
perspectives change.
Okay, let's say we continue this, and morality is ever changing. And then you, Moist Critical, you're living in America, and now everyone around you now believes incest is okay, as long as you don't have a child that's going to come out deformed. You have,
Then I would disagree with it.
so your morality does not come from those around you. It comes from somewhere. If your morality comes from around you, you would.
God damn. Ah, fuck my leg. I just did legs today. But fuck, this dude's an idiot. He already say. He don't listen. The dude with the long hair, I don't know who the fuck the dude is. He already said you take in what around you, so you make your own opinion. That basically what he say for morality. And he knew say okay. Then what if incest is okay in the United States? Everybody think we're okay, and fucking just say his morality. Oh fuck! God damn, this dude is just fucking an idiot. Well, keep
Agree with everybody that's there. You would agree with the government.
No,
You would agree with the law of the land. Where would you
Because
get?
everyone
if
has their own individuality.
Individuality has nothing to do with morals. Your personal
It does, because your
your
morals are.
they it yes, it does. Fuck, people morals do fucking change for people and people. Me, I went to the store today. I hold the door for 3 ladies. I hold the door for men. I believe in being nice. That is a moral. Some people don't fucking see that being nice is fucking. They'll moral is not want to do that shit, and that's fine.
Formed from your personal experiences
No.
and from what you take in around you, from the people around you.
Okay, so but if you take it in from the people around you, then incest would be okay if everybody was
No,
doing it.
wouldn't. If you personally didn't agree with it, it wouldn't be. Like, if you want, like, I don't know why you're doing the argument a little incorrectly, but I know where you're going. But the point is, like, the fact of the matter is, people will always have their own perspectives on things, unless, of course, you just follow what you are told 100% of the time. Like, for you, you're pushing back against the age of consent because you don't like being told that this is what it is based on this. You believe that, well, actually, there's a couple other extenuating circumstances in these cases.
That's not what I believe in. My belief comes from something that's consistent. It comes from the Islamic way. It comes from the Islamic way because nothing else makes sense. The Western way is.
Well, I think with the poplet is married to a 9-year-old, and I think I haven't read it, but I heard about it. I think when she was 10, he forced himself on her.
Always adapting, and now we allow people to change their genders, something that was admonishable only 10 years ago. See, you're following the ever-changing morality. Only 10 years ago, a man becoming a woman was a mental illness. It was something that was shamed upon. 10 years ago, if Chris Tyson was going on a Mr. Beast video and he was there dressed up like a girl, and he was saying that I'm taking puberty blockers, hormone blockers, everybody would admonish him. In a lot of places, he would be excommunicated. He would say, absolutely.
No. But, I think with a dude who was born a female has sex change, and yeah, I think it was in like the 50s. No, I think it was like 60s. I think he is in his 50s now. Yeah, back then, yeah. But 10 years ago, no. Fuck. I think in the 90s, people, yeah, you get people say, yeah, that fucked up. But even 30 years ago, it was, okay, yeah, you do you, boo.
Absolutely, I do not want kids to take hormone blockers and change themselves forever. But today, that's allowed. Today, that's pushed. Today, that's okay. And then everybody else kind of falls into suit. There are a small minority of people in the West, people that believe in God, they say that this is absolutely wrong, and then they get banned for it. You can't follow the people that are around you, the ever-changing morality.
You can't follow a line of questioning. You keep going off onto these tangents. Look, at the end of the day, man,
it's not a tangent.
You can believe whatever you want to believe, but the point is,
yeah, it is. You don't fucking stay on the fucking topic. You go fucking nuts. The fuck? I was not even fucking planning on drinking fucking right away. But this dumb fuck making me want to drink more.
People are always going.
No. You cannot believe just whatever you want to believe. You cannot.
You are doing.
If you believe beastie.
You already say you don't believe in the consent, so that is a belief. That is your belief. Can't listen to AOC again. Is that bitch making more sense? This fucking
bestiality is wrong. You should not be in society. If you believe incest is okay, you should not be within the community. You should be excommunicated. These are things. There's some certain morality that should supersede the government. That should supersede something. The government should not.
The age of consent for you?
It's not the age of consent. It's
you should stay on topic here. Because
I'm staying on topic.
What you are doing is you are deflecting to other topics. You have still not directly said that you think it is a bad thing for an adult to marry a child. Like, you are still unable to say that. Now, let's.
But you haven't even defined child.
I have.
He literally have. He say age of any person under the age of 18. I fucking drinking, and I'm still fucking paying attention to what the fuck people saying. What, is he getting fucking the asshole? The fuck?
My definition is anything under 18.
That's exactly what a child is.
Yeah, I think that is a great line in the sand. If you are under 18, you are a child.
It's not a great line in the sand. But that's not even the definition of child. You're going off of your own definition.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Like, who cares? Yes. Why?
Well, I'll take my state. With the parent permission, you can date a 17-year-old. But hey, if you do stuff and you don't have the permission from the parents, you go to jail for doing stuff to a minor.
If at 18 18 is the established point. You are out of high school going to college. If that is the point where everyone has agreed you're an adult past this point, why argue against it?
Why argue?
Why?
Because if the government decides to push the age of high school, if they tried to lower it, if they said that you can vote at a different age, then your morality changes based off of the law. And I'm saying that you need to have a consistent morality that does not change with the government and that does not change with the people that live in your country. It has to supersede that. You can't just say
Why?
because of high school, because of...
This dude, right here, with the long hair, I think he said it wrong, but he already said when you grow, you take in information and you make your own opinion. That's basically what he said.
College, this is the set in stone age forever.
Okay, set it. I want you, Sneako, to set an age in stone right now for the age of consent, age of marriage. What is that to you?
I told you that there is no age of marriage. It has to be
Now, do
based
you
off
see why that's a
maturity,
problem?
and it has to be based off of whether it's going to be
So-
harmful, and it has to be based off the consent of the parents. It has to
Who
be
decides
healthy.
that?
If I want to marry a girl, I have to first ask her father. I have to ask her brother,
And the father's perfect. The father knows what's best for the child at all
and I have
times.
to ask her
Every father
mother,
knows.
and the daughter has to consent. If all three parties are consenting, and then my family's consenting, that's fine. That's what a
And it's
marriage should
and
be
it's
based
a,
upon.
okay. All that happens, and it's a 14-year-old. Now what?
If the 14-year-old is mature and I'm 16, say I went through puberty as well,
not 16,
and
you're
I'm
in your
17
20s.
or I'm 18. See, the problem with this is that you have a specific idea of where the age is, but if I'm 17 and I'm...
He keeps saying that when you're in your 20s. And you keep bouncing, oh, if she's 14, I'm 16. But you basically doing Romeo and Juliet fucking that cause.
mature and I meet a 14, a 15-year-old and I'm okay. I'm mature. My family's okay. I asked the daughter.
You're not
I asked
17,
the
you are
daughter's
in your
father for the
20s.
hand of marriage.
You're in your 20s.
I went on
Does
this
it
already.
change?
I went on this already.
Does it change?
Your scenario earlier was if a 16 and a 21-year-old, if both parties were consent, if the father was okay with it, the mother was okay with it, why not? What? Give me a reason why that's. Tell me a reason why that's wrong. Because you're
One
getting.
is a child, one is not a child. That's the point.
Alright, that is a good point. I was gonna say
So
that.
the 14-year-old, all of those
But
criteria we just checked, you're in your 20s.
The definition that we just agreed upon, that's not true. Child is somebody that is not physically mature yet. It has nothing to do
That
with
is
18.
not what we agreed upon. We agreed upon.
He lying, my dude. The fuck? You fucking said that. He keeps saying a child is somebody who is under the age of 18. You guys didn't agree to shit, motherfucker.
You agreed.
Most of the
No, we didn't
society
agree
has
with that.
Treated 18.
That's not true. That's not true across the whole
Oh
world.
my, sensible people, sensible. Even your own community has agreed upon 18 for the most part. So I've seen a lot of the tweets when you go on these tangents. Most people say it should be 18, and Sneako's arguing that parts of the world are different, so it gets muddy. But the agreed upon for the majority of people is 18.
That's not true.
So
That's just not true across the world.
So you see when you argue against that, why it looks so weird.
Even I think fucking China count people who is 18 as an adult.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand because people have been brainwashed with this. Let me ask you this: people in Europe.
Brainwashing is concerning.
Okay, are people? So the majority of Europe is 16. Is everybody in Europe who abides by that? Who abides by the law? Are they pedophiles?
Yes. In my
They
eyes,
are?
100%. And
Okay.
in European society, too.
Fine.
If you have someone in their 20s that is fucking and marrying a 16-year-old, they, too, are excommunicated.
No,
from
not excommunicated. Are they
society, even though it's
are they
technically
pedophiles?
legal.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes.
They're pedophiles. Okay,
Absolutely.
so the majority of people that follow the law in Europe are pedophiles according to Moist Critical.
If
Yes.
they
Yes or-
are
it's-
in
it's a
their-
yes
if
or
they
no.
are an adult fucking an under 18-year-old, even if it's 16 legally, I would say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. In America, the majority of the states, it's 16. Are those people who follow the law of the land, are they pedophiles for following the... So the majority...
Keep saying the
the
law
ma-
of the land.
Yes. 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 Yes.
That's what it is. The majority
It's
of
not.
states, it's 16.
Okay. I think today, I think 17 was. She looked 17. Tall as shit, but she looked like 17, 16. I think she was checking me out as a. Yeah, no, 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 don't look checking me out.
If I want you right now, Sneako, if you go to any of those states where it's 16 and you fuck a 16-year-old, it's statutory rape. It is still statutory rape. It doesn't apply. That's not what that means.
Romeo,
That's
okay,
not how that works.
we went in circles. The Romeo and Juliet laws don't apply for most people. And even without that, even without the Romeo and Juliet laws, if it was 16 and all the countries that are 16, are those people pedophiles?
As I just said, yes.
Okay.
In those countries too.
Okay.
These.
So, but do you realize what you're saying?
Also.
What you were saying,
in those countries,
most people who follow, what you're saying, based off this logic, most people in the world are pedophiles if they follow the law.
Yes.
It might be not against the law. That don't mean you not a pedo, whatever you say on YouTube. That don't mean you are not.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If the law is under 18, I would say yes.
Okay. So, but that's not the law because the most of the world, as we established, most of the world is not 18. So you're saying if the majority of the world follows the law and they exercise their rights, they do exactly what they're good citizens, and they follow the law where it's 16, you are saying the majority of the world contains pedophiles.
Yes.
Even if they don't even act upon it, even if they agree that, okay, one day, maybe I could, out of wedlock, I could fuck a 16-year-old. Just the thought.
But yes, if there is an adult, as I've said many times, if there is an adult, and I am defining an adult as someone who is...
We know.
We'll go deeper. We'll make it even simpler. Your age. If there is someone that is your age, and they are fucking a 16-year-old...
Why my age now? I thought it was 18. I thought it was 18.
I just gave a number because you were...
But you gave a number earlier.
18.
You said 18.
18. Yeah, I was just trying to make it easier. 18. If there is an adult that is fucking a 16-year-old, even in a country where it says 16 is okay, then yes, absolutely. Now, in the case of the 18, 16-year-old, that's where Romeo and Juliet kicks in. But if it is someone in their 20s, in their 30s, fucking a 16-year-old, that is literally statutory rape in pretty much everywhere in the world.
Right. Based off your logic, you realize this, that if a 19-year-old has sex with a 17-year-old, they should go to jail. They're pedophiles.
That is Romeo and Juliet, unless it's an 18.
It might be fucking not against the law. Don't mean you not a. Goddamn.
Then yeah, wait till they're 18.
Okay, but a lot of states don't even have Romeo and Juliet. In Europe, they don't have that. The places, your Romeo and Juliet is an American thing. And in Europe, a lot of these places, if a 19-year-old has sex with a 17-year-old, your logic, they should go to jail. Is that true?
Yeah, I think it is absolutely going to be one of those things where there is an agreed upon age. If it's 18, it's 18.
So
and
yes,
you follow it.
a 19-year-old in a relationship with a 17-year-old should go to jail.
Well, no, okay. I guess, like I said, it will all depend on where that is located. So, to give an example, Call Me Carson and that, I think it was a 17-year-old, I think he was 19 and 17. Like, that could be a high school relationship. And I don't remember where that took place, but the big problem there is apparently he was getting nudes. That's child porn. Like, that's a huge issue. 19 and 17...
Okay. Fuck. In my state... Alright, say... Okay. When I was like 21, I was on like dating app. I got matched with somebody who I don't think it was 21. I think I was 23. 23 or yeah, I think 23. Alright. I got matched with somebody who was around my age, or at least on the profile. gave my phone number. And next I know, I got a fucking text say, I'm, yeah, I'm 16, but my pussy is popping. I blocked that fucking number. I say, no, fuck, no. I'm not into fucking 16-year-old. That's some pedo. Whatever the fuck.
That's only a 2-year age gap. So that is applicable under things like Romeo and Juliet. So even if it is under 18 in the place you come from, that's an extenuating circumstance. But that's not what we're talking about. You keep bringing it back down to reasonable places. But what you argue for is things like when you legally can drive, you can legally get married and have sex.
Yes, when you are physically mature, when you're ready to drive a car, you should be able to. There's a lot of people that have jobs that need to do things. So a lot of people aren't ready to drive cars. They're not physically.
But fuck, I don't think the brain developed until the 25. So if he keeps saying mature, not mature till you're 25. So you shouldn't get married till you're 25, motherfucker. This dude is a fucking idiot. Fuck. I'm fucking making me want to drink some hard liquor.
They're not mentally mature yet to drive a car. They shouldn't drive a car at 16. It should be based off maturity. The same thing has to do with sex. The reason I keep saying this is because you have these set in stone numbers, and if you were to lay the law of the land, if we follow your laws, if we follow your criteria, a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old, he's consenting, she's consenting, the parents are happy, they're happy.
Well, if we follow your what you want to, we're not consenting till we're 25. So I only can date a 25-year-old and up. Well, I kind of be fine with that, but
they want to get married, they're ready to go. You're putting them in jail. That doesn't make any sense. Because of this,
Romeo and Juliet kicks in. Like, I don't know what's hard to understand about that. Places where that doesn't exist, I guess I'm not too familiar with how those. A lot of places they don't. A lot of places they don't, and this is why it's arbitrary. So and based off your standards, when is the Romeo and Juliet? How long can that extend? Those are teenagers. A 17 and a 19-year-old, those are both teenagers.
Okay, now they're teenagers, but you just said 18 was an adult.
Yes. They are.
You see how the definitions keep changing? They keep changing. So far in this conversation, you changed it so many times. You said 18's an adult. No, you said, but listen, because you did. I heard you double up a couple times.
I know what you're going to harp on here.
No, you did. You said 18's an adult, and then you said adults like you, because you think 25's an adult now. Because that's when you're. Why? So why is it? Let me ask you this. Why is it not 20? Why is it not 25?
It's because that's not what was established.
Like, no, I'm asking you because you believe in personal beliefs. I believe in some. My morality comes from the Quran. You believe in personal beliefs. Why is it not 25? 25 is when the frontal cortex is fully developed. That's when you're done maturing.
I couldn't tell you why it's not 25. I have no clue. I don't know why the drinking age is 21. I don't know. But they are agreed upon rules.
They're agreed upon rules, just like the drinking age, just like the voting age. They're agreed upon rules, and a lot of them don't make any sense. Why is drinking 21?
But I do think 18 does. There is a good reason for it. You are out of high school. You are going to live on your own. You're going to college. I think that is a good reason.
Yeah, maybe in the 1980s, but nowadays people don't leave the house until 24, 25, until they're my age. A lot of people don't. People are not financially ready. People are still immature. There's 18-year-olds I know that are more mature than people my age, and there's 25-year-olds that are more immature than 18-year-olds. It's arbitrary now. It depends on personal experience. It depends on individual maturity.
But there needs to be something defined in your rule here.
Let's do this stupid. And I still got. I might just keep going till, let's say, close to an hour. I will.
And I'm saying there is something defined. I'm saying there is.
A 14-year-old, in your definition, could literally marry an adult. That's a problem. In your world, a 14-year-old can marry an adult.
Yeah, in my world, two 14-year-olds could be adults. I'm telling you,
why don't you see why that's weird?
I don't think I'm ever going to get done with this. Dude, down to it, we need to have shallowly a fucking age. Well, it is consent. And yo, then somebody can say a baby is mature. A fucking baby, a child, or a 2-year-old.
Two 14-year-olds, you don't think that two 14-year-olds can be married?
No, absolutely not.
No?
No. Under no circumstances do I think two 14-year-olds can marry.
Can two 16-year-olds
Let
be married?
alone a 14 and a 20-year-old or whatever.
Okay, can two
Absolutely not.
16-year-olds be married?
No, I don't think two 16-year-olds.
Why is it wrong if so a 16-year-old, because the age of consent is across the world, so many places 16, if they can go have frivolous sex with a lot of people, if they can go fuck around, if they can do deviant things, if they can change their gender, why can they not get married? Sex change, like Chris from Mr. Beast, these people could take hormone blockers. Listen, you're not listening. This is the point. You could take hormone blockers. You could take puberty blockers. Okay, when you're a child. When you're 16, you can go change your gender, but you can't get married. Why is that?
Well, some government putting a stop to that, so you still can't really do that.
What? That's I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty obvious question.
No, it's not. It's not.
some-
See, if you cut your penis off, like Chris from Mr. Beast, if you cut your penis off, that is a life-altering decision. You can't glue it back on. You can get divorced if you get married.
Again, you don't cut it off. You split it in half and make it into like a pocket. So yeah, I watched a lot of Blair White. I think a couple videos she talked about it.
This is a commitment that you're taking. A child, based off the liberal point of view that you believe in, they can have gender surgery. They could change forever. He lagged out.
Oh, is that it?
For the age of consent is 16. If it's convincing them that vision that now extends beyond.
Married?
No, absolutely not.
No?
No. You are entirely reliant on this adult that you've now brought in.
No,
there
you're
that,
not. You
yes,
can
I
tell
believe
parents,
is a
maybe I'm
predator.
making my own money. I'm not relying. If I'm 16 and I marry a 21-year-old and I'm making a lot of money and I'm doing well and I'm independent, I'm not relying upon her. Not only that, the person that you just put through transgender therapy, now they need to go to therapy once a week. Now they need to go to the pharmacist once a week. Look how many people are involved now. Now they're going to therapy groups. Now they're online. They're making YouTube videos. They're in a Mr. Beast challenge. This person is relying on so many people, and they also have. You're cutting out again. You're cutting out. Chad, is it me or him?
You guys both streamers. How the fuck you have shitty internet? It's probably him.
Some people might
Bringing someone else into that marriage. Why does that then make it wrong?
because it could be an adult with a child, which is that is an unacceptable dynamic under every possible
In
circumstance.
the doctor's office, in that gender therapy forever, it's still an adult and a child cutting off the penis, Moist.
You are not living with that fucking doctor. You have made a decision.
You're
for
living
yourself.
with the decision of that doctor to cut the penis off. It's still living with the decision of another person too.
And that's life. You live with decisions. Some people might regret it, sure. But within this marriage with an adult, that is a decision that is now, once they are in your life, it can be out of your hands. You can have this adult come in and just start beating the shit out of you. You can have all kinds of things. When you're with getting your penis cut off, you have made a decision.
Okay,
and it is
what you're saying you
entirely
can
in your hands from
you can
that
get
point.
beat up? You can still get beat up out of marriage.
You absolutely can. But a child is never going to be thinking about things like that because they can't. A child can't consent to marrying an adult.
But
or having sex with an
why
adult.
is a child smart enough to decide that he's now a woman that needs puberty blockers and cutting his penis off, but he can't decide upon marrying somebody that he's in love with?
Most of the time, with not the child to pick that, with the parent. Again, with what I'm saying, not all parents are fucking good.
How does he know he's in love with them?
The same. It's a feeling. It's something that you know. You talk to your family. You decide. How does a child
about being in love with an adult?
Yes, I
I
talk
think
to.
a sensible family
Yes,
would probably turn
I'm
that
16.
down.
I meet a 21-year-old woman. I say, Mom, Dad, I'm in love with this girl. I want to marry her.
No, you just horny. You just fucking horny. You want to get some adult pussy.
I feel like I'm in love. She's the right person for me. I want to do it. She's like, yes, yes, yes. Everyone's good. But a 9-year-old could say, Mom, Dad, I want to cut my penis off. And you're going to say, that's good. But a 16-year-old who feels in love, who's ready to commit, who's financially independent, that person cannot get married.
A 16-year-old will never be financially independent, A, and B...
Or you
that
should
is
see
what
my
I'm
whole
saying.
team.
Yes,
Do you know how many people that I work with that are financially ready?
You work with a lot of 16-year-olds?
Yes,
that are
I do.
financially-
What the fuck? He does? Okay, this is on my my main channel, Skybomb. I had somebody who is 14 fucking message me and say, hey, you want to do a co-op? I say, maybe when you're 18, because that is fucking weird. That is fucking weird. And when I talk to, unlike fucking Dr. Disrespect, when I do talk to like 14, I keep it fucking straight down, fucking okay. No, I'm not gonna be involved in the conversation. I would just give like emojis, say okay, thumb up. I'm not really, because it fucking weird. What the fuck?
You ready?
I work with the person who runs my Telegram. I have clippers. I have a lot of teenagers who are making more than my professors. They're ready. They're meant.
So he does work with... Dude, I work with somebody... She is 30 like I am. They're the only fucking person I really fucking work with. But if I'm not gonna fucking hire someone or fucking pay somebody who is fucking underage. The fuck?
These people are mature. They're boxing every single day. They are more mature than a lot of the 24-year-olds I know that.
Oh, now Michelle is fucking fighting? The fuck? I need some Jack. God damn. I need to get fucking drunk. I don't think I have enough booze to make me fucking forget this stupid fucking crap. I'm on my third fucking glass.
I went to school with that are still in their hometown doing nothing, eating popcorn every day, and cutting their dick off like you believe. These people are ready to go because maturity changes for different people. For you to decide that a kid could cut his penis off but he can't get married makes absolutely no sense, and that's a society that crumbles. That's a society that allows then next year incest.
The society that flourishes is the one where a 14-year-old can marry someone in their 20s, Sneako. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Marriage is how society progresses because you need to create more life. Marriage, children should only be within a marriage. They should only be conceived within a marriage, where they're not going around sleeping with different people, where they're not confused, where they're not a part of the community that has the highest suicide rate. They should not be a part of that. I want to be in a society full of happy married people.
You believe in the Obama will make basically saying women are second. Um, how second class citizens. I can't talk.
People that are ready to have children, that are
And
God-fearing.
those happy married people are sometimes in your world 14, 15, 16 years old.
Absolutely. If they are ready,
That's so fucked
if they
up,
are
though.
ready
Why
to
don't
get
you
married
see
to,
that?
but see, you're so hung up on the fact that it could be an older person. Okay. If a 16-year-old is fine, what if a 16-year-old Moise meets another 16-year-old in a place?
We've already gone over that.
Okay. In a place where the age of consent is 16, which is most of the country, right? Let's go off that. There's no Romeo and Juliet laws.
Not in my fucking state, motherfucker. Did he say state? Oh, fucking country.
Check off like you believe. These people are ready to go because maturity changes for different people. For you to decide that a kid could cut his penis off but he can't get married makes absolutely no sense, and that's a society that crumbles. That's a society that allows them, that's your incest.
The society that flourishes is the one where a 14-year-old can marry someone in their 20s, Sneako. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Marriage is how society progresses because you need to create more life. Marriage, children should only be within a marriage. They should only be conceived within a marriage, where they're not going around sleeping with different people, where they're not confused, where they're not a part of the community that has the highest suicide rate. They should not be a part of that. I want to be in a society full of happy married people.
He say confused, not confused. Most fucking people, most teenager, E19, fucking all confused. Fucking, especially if it's fucking under the age of 18. Fuck. I can talk to my niece, who is, I think, gonna be 16, I think? Fuck. Besides, she moody as shit. She don't know what she want to do for the rest of her life. I can talk to my cousin, who is, I think, about the same age. No, I think he got his license. I think he's 17. He do know what he want to do, but he thought he was smart, or he make a fucking big ass mistake. But fuck, he was confused.
That are ready to have children, that are God-fearing.
And those happy married people are sometimes in your world 14, 15, 16 years old.
Absolutely. If they are ready,
That's so fucked
if they
up,
are
though.
ready
Why
to
don't
get
you
married
see
to,
that?
but see, you're so hung up on the fact that it could be an older person. Okay. If a 16-year-old is fine, what if a 16-year-old Moise meets another 16-year-old in a place?
We've already gone over that.
Okay. In a place where the age of consent is 16, which is most of the country, right? Let's go off that. There's no Romeo and Juliet laws. Two 16-year-olds meet, they want to fuck. Can they do that?
In a place where the age of consent is 16, if it's two 16-year-olds,
They already fucking doing that. No fuck. This dude is a fucking idiot. No one gonna put two 16-year-olds in jail for fucking. And no one gonna see. Oh, well, we better see it fucking stupid because again, I end up fucking getting pregnant, but.
yeah, absolutely.
Can they get married?
That's never what we've been talking about.
Can they get married?
If it's legal for them to marry at 16, sure they can.
No, it's not.
That's
In
fine.
America, you have to be 18 to get married.
Then wait. Then they should wait.
Okay,
yeah.
so they're both pedophiles?
What the fuck? No, there's no adult in that situation.
He literally used that for a defense. Is this dude a fucking dumb fuck? Well, he part of the red pill, so yes.
Both the same age.
The point that, see, this is where it goes back. The point I'm making is that you cannot follow the law. You cannot rely upon the government on these arbitrary numbers. The reason you
The government not saying two 16-year-olds can't fuck. The fuck? They say a grown ass person Like you, Cinco, can't fuck a 16-year-old.
You believe in 18 is because you live in America right now where the age is 18. If you lived
But
in...
you do too, though.
No,
Like,
I don't.
You just said it. You wouldn't. So you don't believe it's 18. So you're gonna go fuck a 15-year-old?
This is not my personal preference, Moise. That has nothing to do with my personal preference.
Well, answer that question. You just said you don't. Are you gonna go fuck a 15-year-old in a place where you can?
That is not my... I don't want to have...
Just say yes or no. Just say
No,
yes or no.
I do not have sex out of
Okay.
wedlock. I've repeated this before. My point
You
is...
have had plenty of sex out of wedlock. When you were sexually active, would you have gone and fucked a 15-year-old?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so then you two also still abide by
Because
it.
we believe in abiding the laws of... We don't break the law. But you're applying the law of the land to morality, and that's where things get confused, because morality is not defined based off the government. If we follow morality...
plenty of
Listen,
situations
if
where-
we...
Okay, my morality, I'm not gonna fuck a 17-year-old because I think that is wrong. In my state, you can, with the parent permission. I don't give a fuck if I get the dad and mom say, yeah, please, fuck my 17. No, fuck it, motherfucker, that's fucked up.
followed morality defined based off the government, then we would say that the war that's happening in Israel and Palestine is justified because the government is sending billions of dollars there. You cannot rely on the government upon that because the government can be flawed. Morality does not come from these people that are elected. Morality comes from God. That's the only place that it can come from. Because if you were around, if you follow your logic, if you were around people, all of them...
Well, they probably God fucking say you're pedophile if you fuck a 16-year-old and you are a legal adult.
That thought incest was okay, that thought bestiality was okay, you would follow it because you follow the people that are around. That's the only reason you believe 18, because that's what you see in Hollywood movies, because that's what the government told you as an adult. Not because it's something a personal...
It is the agreed upon age. There's just,
but you keep saying that it's not even agreed. That's not even.
Never go down.
That's not true. Well, it's not even.
Shouldn't go down.
It's not even agreed upon. And nowhere.
It is. It is though. Most people, if you right now, have you had sex with a 16-year-old as an adult, Sneako?
No, I have not.
Okay. If you did, how do you think people would respond to it, even in your own community? If you said that you had sex with a 16-year-old,
They would be completely disgusted.
Exactly, because most people agree at a certain level needs to be established, and that level is 18. So under no circumstances should a 14, 15, 16-year-old be getting married and having sex with an adult.
Okay, let's go to the Dr. Disrespect situation, because there was a lot of hypocrisy, right? He messaged a 17-year-old. If you...
That's not true. Show me the evidence of him messaging a 17-year-old.
I haven't seen any evidence. See, all the streamers all the streamers within your community, they were so quick to...
What I know, the age of the minor didn't come. Did no one say what the age was? You say it's 17, it could be fucking 14, it could be 12. The fuck?
Admonish Dr. Disrespect without seeing any evidence at all. We saw Chris Tyson, and then they waited 3 days like you to post a video.
I did it within like 6 hours.
No, you didn't. If you...
I did.
Okay, if you
What
decided...
are you talking about? The full video came out less than 24 hours after the initial break of all of the information, and I had that first video go.
How long
did
it take for the Dr. Disrespect video to come out?
Over 24 hours.
Did it? How long did it take for you to tweet?
And in the first
How
video,
long did it
I
take for you to
mentioned
tweet,
multiple times
though?
how there's no concrete evidence of who he was talking to.
How long did it take for you to tweet?
I waited till his second response, so that was 3 days later.
It was 3 days. You didn't tweet right away?
Nope.
Okay, then you were the outlier, and most streamers, all of them, they waited. They didn't say anything. They wanted the Mr. Beast collab, but that's besides the point. What's critical? If you DM'd a girl that was 17 years old, 364 days, should everybody be disgusted with you?
I think that would be pretty disgusting, yeah. I don't think you should be communicating with someone under 18 no matter what.
Okay.
If you want to...
It's not...
That... If it's not, like sexual, just answer some question, then yeah, that's fine. But you need to fucking keep it short.
Is that disgusting?
Yeah, I think it's disgusting.
You wait a day.
Like
Is
Cody Co,
okay.
like Cody Co having sex with Hannah when she's 17, I think that's disgusting.
Okay, say she's 17 years old, 364 days. He waits one more day. Is he still disgusting?
Yes.
I still think in that position, yeah. I think that's still a huge power dynamic issue that you're getting into with that one. But
wait. That's disgusting. But I thought you said 18 was an adult.
Well, yeah, it is.
I think we're disgusting. I think we're because it's still the male and girl still have the mind. I always say I dated a 19-year-old, and yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Like you're not going to jail. But
Okay, so now it's disgusting for two adults to have sex.
It's disgusting for someone to be using this kind of position in the example you're giving. That's a power dynamic issue.
But so Cody Co waits one more day, then they have sex, and he's still disgusting. But it's two adults. Why is that disgusting?
People are still like, I would be upset.
I won't be upset. I would just say, dude, she's still fucking kid racing in high school, and you couldn't just wait till she out of it and going to college. I think they fucked up.
Hearing that, Cody Co was in a different position than Tana at the time, and he was also in a much different place. And even if he waited till 18, while it's not illegal, it still wouldn't be a good thing. It's not something to celebrate.
Not celebrate, but you think it's disgusting. You think it's reprehensible.
I think it would be a bad thing, for sure. Yeah, I don't think it would be a good thing.
Is he a pedophile?
No.
No, he would not be a pedophile.
Okay.
And I also...
Okay, he's not a pedophile. The day before, 17, 364 days. Is he a pedophile?
Yes.
No, I think yes.
Yes?
Let's just we're going to use a agreed upon definition. If you don't wait till 18, you will we'll just do pedophile.
There you go.
People like to argue a beefophile or whatever it's called, but let's just say if you fuck someone under 18, you are a pedophile.
You're a pedophile. Yeah. So this is just like the word misogynistic. I get called a misogynistic all the time. Right? I was just in France recently, and there was a girl literally massaging my head. She's 27 years old. She's massaging my hair standing on the street, and a soy boy comes up to me with earrings. He says, "I hate you. You're a misogynist." He says, "I hate you." And he doesn't know, and I ask him, like, what does misogynist mean? He doesn't know. Right? The same reason that your definition of pedophile does not even follow the actual definition of the word is the same thing when people throw around the term misogynist and they don't know what it means. That's what happens when you get to throw around...
As I just said, I know it's not the definition of the word, but we're just using terms so we can all be on the same page.
Okay, but words have meanings for a reason. You can't just make up a definition of a word.
It's a beefophile. If you have sex with someone under 18 but over 12, you're a beefophile or whatever it's called.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, so he's not a pedophile anymore. You just change it. So now he's a beefophile?
Well, I'd still use just that word. It's bad. Yeah, if you are having sex with like a 16, 17-year-old, it's bad pedophile behavior.
Okay, so it's not it's not a beefophile anymore. It's a pedophile.
You're talking about terms. The correct term is a beefophile.
I want to figure out because Moise, we can't have a discussion if we don't define terms.
You were the one that immediately got.
Oh, goddamn. I need some booze. I need more booze. I need some more fucking booze. Goddamn.
Mad that I used pedophile incorrectly to just do a blanket term for
exactly.
under 18.
I didn't get mad, but I'm pointing out if we define a term and then you change the definition of the term within the conversation, then the conversation makes sense.
I'm not changing the term. You got upset because it's not the strict definition of pedophile. It is someone that hasn't gone through puberty. But we're using just this term to refer to anyone under 18.
Okay, so we're using
words.
words.
It wasn't a textbook definition.
So we're using words, and we don't care about their meaning anymore.
You're doing the same thing.
No, I'm following. I'm not trying to do a gotcha. I'm following your line of logic.
Yes, you are, dude.
So Cody Co is a pedophile. Based off your logic, Cody Co's a pedophile, even though he's not.
Yes.
We're using that term. Yeah, he had sex with a 17-year-old.
It's not. We're not just using. We're not using the term. It's either
statutory rape. It's statutory rape.
That's not what I'm not talking about statutory. I'm asking you if is he.
That's the legal term. It's statutory rape, having sex with a 17-year-old after you're an adult.
So you change the term again. It was first beebophile, now pedophile, now statutory rape. Which one? Which one? See, the reason that I'm having this discussion with you is you can't use arbitrary words that have no meaning to apply to somebody, because that's how you cancel somebody. That's how you just say things around, and that's how you get to shame somebody, ruin their reputation. And that's when words lose all meaning. And if we lose the meaning of words, then society makes no sense. Then nothing makes any sense. Then kids can cut their dicks off. Moist, you're not understanding what I'm saying. You need to have words need to have meanings, or else everything crumbles. Or else the very fabric of society does not make sense if we're using words that don't have.
This dude is pissing me off. What the fuck? About 2 hours. I'm just gonna finish it